Okay, guys, so I have the papers. They are all been treated, ready to go. If you want Mod Podge on the inside of your, if you want to do the coating on the inside, make sure that that's done. I'm going to be gluing most of these in place. Now, the signatures, I went ahead and I sewed them together, but I didn't sew them through this because I do not want that string to show on this edge. Because when everything is put together, closed up, it would be out here. I mean, you could fold it up to where it's like this, but I don't know. I want mine to do like this, and I want to be able to use my little, the newspaper stuck to the back of the thing. It's no big deal. To be able to use my little strap. Now, I had thought about doing some decorative stitches around a few of these things on here, but what I might end up doing is kind of faking it with a marker and putting them in. I'm going to wait on that because I'm not exactly sure what this is going to be going with in my little journal over there, and I'd hate to use a certain color of thread that just wouldn't work for me. So I'm going to wait. If I decide to do that, I can always add it in later. In the meantime, I am going to, see if I can find my little piece of sandpaper. I'm going to come over, kind of just rough this up a little bit underneath here, along the sides. Okay, get my glue. Glue it down. You can use tape, but I find that tape, it never really dries, as it were, and it'll stay sticky. And if you stick anything down in here, and it just so happens to touch a little bit of edge in by the tape, we all know how that kind of works out that way, where and you're trying to tug and pull your things out of the pocket. Now, if it's something you want to keep, down in there, by all means. All right. And this, I'm just going to glue it in. I had it front and back. And yeah, I do a little bit of sandpaper, especially if I use that metallic, even though it's acrylic, it does cause it to get a little bit more slick. And you might not get quite the hold you need. So I just rough it up with a little bit of sandpaper. Add my glue. And that string on the outside of my little book will help to keep it in place. Or at least that's the plan. All right. And then we need to make our little closures for this. Now, as you know, I did not put any buttons or anything down here. I'm tempted to use the little Velcro things. I'm going to cut one in half so it's a semicircle. And because my little things are tapered, it should work. And I'm going to try some Velcro on here to see. Matter of fact, I'm going to get it out right now. Let's see if I can find it. It should be in here somewhere. I have magnetic buttons up there. Here we go. These. That's if you even want to add anything that closes like this. Let's see. Yeah, we have hook on one side, loop on the other. I am going to cut them in half. Ooh, that's extra sticky. Let me see my. So, does it matter what side is the hook side and what side is the soft side? Do we know? Does anybody know? I don't know. This is my first time doing this. So, I kind of want it to go right here. One. And then the other side. And it came out crooked. It's fine. Alright. The loops and the fuzz. Let's see. Let's see if we're consistently crooked. Oh, no, came out straight. Lucky me. Okay. There's our little closures for that. Now, let me see. Let me trim this up so that it's actually straight. see. I think I'm just going to round the edges this bit here, if I can. Alright, it wants to give me trouble. I'll go there. Sandpaper. Oh my gosh. Alright. And then this. Possibly. I'm going to keep it with this. They're going to go in my book for the time being. This is going to go over. Let me trim it down and maybe give it a little bit of some pizzazz here. You could use brads, but they'll interfere with your little booklet pages. Let's see. Same thing. Let me see. Kind of looks like a band-aid. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead. I'm just going to glue this down, and then I'm going to simulate the look of rivets with a few flat back crystals, I reckon. I think that's about good enough size there. I don't know. Let me see if I want it that big or not. Yeah, I think I will. I'll go that big. I'll go closer to the edge too. Okay. Now, if you want Mod Podge over your thing, you'll need to make sure that that's completed before you add all these goodies here. Oops. I wiggled it. I wiggled it. I'm wiggling it all over the place. Okay. Let me see. I have a couple. None that match, unfortunately. And there it is. Let me see. I'm going to stick these in here to be used at a later date. And it's ready. I'm gonna, like I said, as far as contrasting thread or any of that, I'm gonna use a marker because I have much more color options in marker than I do in thread at the moment. I have a ton of embroidery floss, but I do have to go digging for it, and it is packed away in a bunch of things that I'm too lazy to mess with. So, all right, guys, there's that. And it's ready to go into the little journal somewhere. Now, here we are. I am going to be adding this to the back. I like that black on the back of that. This, however, I'm not sure. It can, like I said, it very well can fit in just about any place in here. And the color of it's fantastic. It don't have to put it on there. It can go in anywhere on here. So, I don't know where I'm going to put it yet, but it will be going someplace. Look. This could be a home for it too. But no, I think I like this in there. This also is another one-page wonder that we did a while back. And it's just in here, ready to go, or just hanging out, I should say, because it may, I don't know, it might end up in something else. Our little flower book that we did. It's got some flip ups. There's a pocket here. Little book space. And then over here on the other end, same thing. And it rides right there. It does fine. It hasn't given me any trouble as far as sliding out. I think that's got more than enough things on it already. Let's see. There might be a pocket in this thing now. It doesn't have anything in it. Let's see. I could be wrong too. Okay. It's been so long since I made the signatures. It's like, I don't know, they might as well be brand new because I really don't know what all is in here, where everything is in here. And it looks like I'll be making a pocket for it. This is a little ATC, well, part of one. I haven't finished it yet. I want to keep it for this book. I know the right stickers are on the way for it. And in the meantime, I am going to trace out the exact, I think I'm going to do is the exact pattern. And how I'm going to do that is with, if I can find it, glue sticks. I just bought some. They haven't been put away yet. Okay. I'm going to take my compass, okay, and I'm going to trace one with the pencil on one side. Just have to make sure that it is, you know, straight up and down, and you go around easy to trace. Or at least that is a plan. I'm not sure if I like the straight edge. I very well may also do this too. It is my favorite punch, and I think it would look marvelous, completely surrounded with that pattern there. You know, a couple of different ideas there. And then I'm going to get the larger pages in, do a little bit of decorating on those too. I have a new punch. Well, I say new. I have a corner punch that I like. And these are adjustable. So you can do the absolute corner. You could do the edge of a page. It's really nice. But it'll let you see that pink through this as well. Now, the only thing I can say about this particular punch is you have to be careful because a lot of times that I don't know if you can see it, that little scalloped effect, it will cut the paper, but it doesn't always cut it out. So if you're gentle enough, you can actually get the little design punched out and that scallop as an embossed look, but you have to know when to stop, in case if you have one of those and you were wondering. Well, there you go. Okay, so yeah, I'm really liking the way this is all come out. And get a little more tassely business going on. Get this down. I do like the die cut and these flowers with that. I think it's going to look great on the black, just to give it some real good contrast. Okay, guys, I'm going to finish that up, and then we'll be seeing you for the next little project. I have scraps left for another little booklet and some other goodies over there for some ATC cards, which I've been threatening to make for, I don't know, 2 weeks now. I just haven't had a chance to do it. We're up to our eyeballs and chicks at the moment. They're hatching again as we speak. So some little Iamsmanis. They are the blackest of the black chickens. I have one hatch today. The only thing not black on it is the little toes. The very first set of each little toe before it gets to his little claws is this color pink. Other than that, I think it's actually going to turn black as he gets a little older. Most of the other ones have gray, so I'm curious to see what's going to happen with that. And if you don't know anything about Samanis, they are a chicken that is based all on recessive genes. It's the trying to replicate recessive gene generation after generation can be kind of tricky because they're not mint. I say mint. It's getting there, but every once in a while we'll have a chick that'll have the white spots on each side of his wings, which for me that's a good thing because it helps me be able to distinguish between the ones that are coming and the ones that are going. So, okay, guys, I will see y'all with the next little project.